If there's a world that has had the most traffic recently, then you would want to say hello to the world of cryptocurrency. Here, while we thought the drama and shocking news it brings to our table is close to finishing, the cryptocurrency world continues to provide exciting, revealing stories that blend technology, fame, and a generous dose of alleged fraud. Thoughtfully, a blend we do not hope for. But following the most recent Sam Bankman-Fried's case, we yet seem to have another story on the block. Meet Logan Paul, an American YouTube celebrity who has returned to the spotlight. However, this time around, Logan Paul seems to have a lot on his plate as some stories have tagged him to have a terrible reputation. While he's affiliated with many cryptocurrencies ventures, his CryptoZoo project has gained a lot of headlines recently for all the wrong reasons. It is said to have turned out to be a major scam, taking millions from consumers. But could this be true? Is the rich boy celebrity Logan Paul really a scammer? We are going to take a look into that in today's video, so don't be in a hurry and watch the entire video to find out. Hello, and welcome back to Crypto World. CryptoZoo is an NFT game in which players use zoo coins, the in-game currency, to purchase egg NFTs that hatch into animals. When those animals hatch, players can breed them to create hybrids. The rarer the hybrid, the higher the daily zoo coin yield. The game is designed to generate passive income, and players can exchange their zoo coins for real-world cash, effectively earning a profit for playing a very undemanding video game. It was likened after the popular CryptoKitties. CryptoZoo is an independent ecosystem that allows zookeepers to purchase, sell, and trade unusual creatures and hybrids. According to the game's official website, Paul has previously described the idea simply as a very enjoyable game that earns you money. But according to Stephen Findeissen, a cyber detective famously known as Coffeezilla, Logan Paul's CryptoZoo has been a big scam since its beginning, which has duped and stolen users millions in Bitcoin and NFTs. He published a 3-part video series on YouTube with substantial reporting and analysis that reveals the crypto project was primarily a scam. In the video, Coffeezilla showed how Logan Paul, who has more than 2.1 million fans, has taken advantage of them to steal millions of dollars after breaking his earlier promises to his customers. The cyber investigator has disclosed that the CryptoZoo syndicate consists of 4 people, including Eddie Ibanez, a self-acclaimed orphan who was in charge of the project development, Levin, who served as Logan Paul's manager, Jack, known as the Crypto King, and Logan Paul himself. The NFT project first came under suspicion when Logan Paul and his colleagues decided to release the game a week early instead of conducting a pre-sale. Logan used his power to convince his audience that the initiative would be successful, which brought in a lot of users. Unfortunately, Logan Paul and his crew pulled the rug out from under the NFT project, losing more than $6 million a year after it began. More suspicions followed after Coffeezilla's research. According to his research, despite Logan Paul fans spending hundreds of dollars on CryptoZoo, the play-to-earn game has never been entirely playable. Paul's supporters were able to spend $2.5 million on eggs alone since the game launched in September 2021, soaring the crypto coin's real-life value to about $2 billion, which is equivalent to 1.6 billion pounds at one time. But the sad news is, they have never been able to breed their hatchling creatures on cashing out on their real-world returns. The selling feature of the entire game, the passive income, according to one player who spoke with Coffeezilla, never did work from the beginning, and there was no mechanism to claim your yield. There never was. Other CryptoZoo investors claimed that they have not been able to even hatch the eggs since the day of purchase, describing them as simply an image on a screen that is essentially worth nothing whatsoever. As of present, January 18, 2023, the game is reportedly undergoing upgrades to the core infrastructure of the ecosystem, according to the CryptoZoo website. However, in one of Coffeezilla's videos, Paul asserted that the game is broken because the developer of the game fled to Switzerland with the source code and held it hostage for $1 million, which is believed he supposedly claimed were spent on the project in a previous video seen in Coffeezilla's research. However, despite employing a group of 30 programmers and spending $50,000 per week to create the NFT project, the developer in issue, who Coffeezilla spoke to throughout his inquiries, claimed that he was not paid for his work on CryptoZoo at all. Coffeezilla spoke with other CryptoZoo developers, and they confirmed that neither of them had received any payment. The investigative journalist Coffeezilla claims that Paul's group did not spend the $1 million as they had initially claimed, but rather from his findings, found out that he had merely stole pre-existing programming code and claimed it as their own, according to his sources. This is an absolutely stunning and almost astonishing discovery of Logan Paul's character, isn't it? But it does happen. Before we go on with the rest of the video, do take some time off to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell so that you don't get to miss when we upload videos like this. On January 3, 2023, Paul Logan posted a 7-minute YouTube video where he addressed all of Coffeezilla's accusations. He threatened to sue the investigative YouTuber for allegedly disseminating false information and making, according to him, an illegal recording of Jeff Levin, who serves as the company's manager. Every charge was refuted by Paul, who asserted that CryptoZoo was the work of criminals who he employed without prior knowledge of their characters, including Z, one of the developers who Coffeezilla spoke with during his inquiries. He revealed that Z is actually Zach Kellen, who had previously been known for acting dishonestly, and that in contrast to Z's claims in the Coffeezilla video, there was only 3 engineers on the CryptoZoo team. Paul asserted that Coffeezilla did not deliberately fact-check the developer. He also asserted that 1 second of research would show that the game's passive income component of never being successful as claimed by Coffeezilla were wrong, adding also that a player can definitely hatch eggs and even breed their animals. He then offered video evidence to support his claims, including shots of the project itself and participants live streaming their reactions to various egg openings. In response to the significant portion of the private phone call between Coffeezilla and Levin that was made public during the videos, Paul said he is prepared to bring legal action against the YouTuber. And whilst we thought the conflict was close to being over, Coffeezilla returned to Twitter immediately after Paul's video response to indicate he will deliver a more thorough reaction in due course. But on January 18, 2023, Coffeezilla made a video where he showed that Logan Paul apologized to him about his first response earlier. However, fans and users of the Zoo token did not buy into his apology, as they felt it was something Logan did for fear of getting sued eventually, and also because, as analyzed in the new video Coffeezilla made, his apology did not return back their lost money. As for now, we can't say for sure whether Paul Logan's CryptoZoo game is entirely a scam, because we haven't seen any further official court cases or legal proceedings to back up Coffeezilla's claims. However, a few people who watched Coffeezilla's 3-part series video concerning his accusations about Logan Paul and Paul's response to the video are of the opinion that Paul is giving himself away more and digging his own pit, and that if the case goes to court, Paul may go to jail. But we don't know that yet because we haven't found out. What do you think? Is Coffeezilla's research about Paul a satisfactory answer to him being a scam? If the case goes to court, will Paul go to jail? Do leave your comments and reactions about it in the comments section, for we would love to hear from you. Also, do subscribe to this channel to get access to our other videos, and turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload videos like this. Thanks for watching.